What's up, guys? Hingables with here, back with another video, and I rented an RTX 3090 from Best Buy for 2 months. This is my story. So basically this started around September, I guess you could say. September, the launch of the 30 series cars, the 3080s and the 3090s. Now keep in mind, I wanted a 3080 out of all this. I did not want a 3090. It was not even on my mind. I wanted a 3080. But when the 3080 came out, I couldn't get one. So I was actually so pissed that I couldn't get a 3080 and all the stock was gone that I was like, I told myself I just wanted to see it for myself. So what I did was I took a drive like 3 hours to Atlanta, and I went to the Micro Center for the launch of the 3090. And I showed up at 9 p.m. Keep in mind, I showed up at 9 p.m. the day before, and I was 16th in line. Ridiculous. 16th in line. And long story short, I didn't get a card. Only the first 4 or 5 people in line got a card. But I still think that whole experience was really fun. There's a lot of cool people out there. We talked about all types of stuff, man. Politics, ethics, NVIDIA holding back stock. We were just talking about all types of stuff, and a lot of cool people out there. Like I said before, we all had common interests, obviously. And I also got to go to a Micro Center for the first time. And Micro Center is amazing. It's literally like, I always tell people, it's like Toys R Us for PC enthusiasts. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's Best Buy on crack. Like, it's amazing. I had never been to one in my life. There's only like 20 or something in the whole country. So for me to be able to go to one of those, and they have 2. Atlanta has 2. What are y'all doing with 2? Like, give somebody else one. Like, oh, anyway. Long story short, I didn't get a card, but I went to Micro Center and it was cool. So came back that September going into October. I was those are like the struggle days. I was just running around, couldn't get a 3080. I was just, trying to talk to people, ask how to get one. And shout out to a Discord friend of mine. He put me onto a couple of chats, which are the same chats. Some of those are the same chats that I mentioned in my last video where I talk about how to get a 3080, 3090, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever. If you guys want any information about that, just quick plug. If you want any information about that, link in the description below. I talk all about it. 40 minutes of information, so you can go crazy with that. But long story short, got some chats, and within a week, I think I joined the chat on October 22nd, the ATR chat. I joined on October 22nd. Within a week, I was able to get a card. I got a 3090 FE 3090 from Best Buy on like the 28th. And it came in on the 30th. And man, like I said before, I didn't want a 3090, but the opportunity presented itself and I got one. And plus I did some like side work, got some money saved up, and it was about the amount of the 3090. So I would have been able to use it for free, quote unquote, regardless whether I took it back or not. But it came in, and I had to take my pictures. I took so many pictures, man. Those ones where you don't even want to like use the thing you bought, you just want to look at it. Like, you just want to hold it and stare at it. That's literally how I was for like the first couple hours, man. It's a nice design. It's one of the nicest graphic card designs I've ever seen. Like, it's sick. It's actually really sick. It's heavy, it's big. Like, it literally defines your PC. Like, when you put it in your system, it is the system. Like, it's the first thing you'll notice when you put it in there. But yeah, I got that in there. And I just loaded every game in my favorites list. I put on my computer. I wanted to play. I played Red Dead. I don't even like Red Dead, but I played Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. I just tested everything. All I wanted to do was just play games, and had a lot of fun with it. Lots and lots of fun. And it's really good, man. You throw anything at it and it kills it. Streaming, 1440p gaming. I was on 1440p. I still am. Just getting over 100 FPS in every game at the highest settings is stupid. It's crazy. I had a lot of fun with it, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, I need to get a 3080 still, because like I said, that thing is expensive, and I knew the implications of having one. I knew that it was only like 10%, 15% higher or better performing than a 3080 at best. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I still need to get a 3080. But all this is compounding on top of, for basically that stretch of 2 months, like October, November, was me trying to get everything. I was trying to get myself a 5900X, which I ended up getting. Tried to get myself a PlayStation. I was trying to get my friend a PlayStation. Trying to get my mom an Xbox. Like, I was trying to buy all types of stuff. I had other extended family members asking me, could I get them Xboxes and PlayStation? It's ridiculous. Trying to help people in the chat get CPUs and GPUs and Xboxes. Helping y'all get CPU. I was trying to do so much in that stretch of 2 months. And I eventually got everything that I personally wanted, plus my friend, plus my mom. But I just knew I had to get a 3080. So within that 2 month stretch, got everything. The last thing that I got was the 3080 actually. I got a Tough Gaming OC. I purchased it on November 29th, so October, November, so you say a month later. But it didn't ship until December. And you know what I'm saying, the extended warranty policy for that 3090 that I bought from Best Buy. So how it worked was, I got it in October, and any purchase made like in October, you had until January 15th to return it. No, January 16th actually, to return it. So I had like 3 months from the original date, about 2 months from the date that I bought it, but it was coming up on it was like nearing late December, and I still hadn't had my 3080 in. And I gave my cousin my old car. I had a 2070 non-super, gave it to him for free. I just, you know what I'm saying, I was being nice, gave it to him. So I had nothing. I had no card. All I had was a 3090, and I was like, ugh. But eventually it did ship. That kind of, you know, took the burden off of my shoulders, and that came in on, I think, the 28th of December. Picked it up. And the only thing that I was really worried about was the design. Like, I knew the FE 3090 was a really, really good design, hard to match, hard to beat. But I knew that the 3080 was really close in performance, and I'd get a lot of my money back. But I still was like kind of skeptical on the design of the Tough 3080. I was like, I don't like the look of it. But when it came in, it changed my mind instantly. I took it out the box. It's nice. It's a thick card, has a thick heatsink. You know, it runs cool. It's about the same size as 3090, like dimension wise. It's about the same length, same width. Man, the design itself wasn't too overbearing. I thought it would look ugly. It didn't even look ugly. When I put it in my system, it looked sick with the white cables. You'll see pictures on the screen. I'll probably show y'all the white cables, the white lettering. It's nice. And the thing that I was really skeptical about on top of just the design was the RGB. I never seen a picture of it with just white RGB, because that's usually what I do, is just all white RGB. I had never seen a picture online, so I threw the white RGB on there, used Aura Sync, threw it on there, and it looked good, man. When I seen that it looked good, I was looking at 3090 like, yo, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have some issues, man. But I basically right after that, I knew that I was keeping a 3080, and I knew that the 3090 had to go. So first thing I did was grab that 3090, and actually the first thing I did was I tried to sell it. So I was in the chat and I put up a post on Tech Exchange. So I was gonna try to sell it for MSRP. I wasn't gonna try to make any money off of it. I put it up for like 1,700, which is, I got it for 1,619 after taxes and fees, and that's plus the shipping, which would have been like $30, and the PayPal fees, which would have been like 51-ish if you do the 3%. So it would have been about 1,700 anyway. I would have broke even. But I was talking to some guys in the chat, and they were like, yo, you only selling it for MSRP, you know what I'm saying? And you got to look out for yourself. You could get scammed. I was already worried about getting scammed. They're like, yeah, you get scammed, and the risk, like, you have a risk of getting scammed by selling it online, or you could just go to Best Buy and take it back today, like get all your money back. You got to think about yourself. And I was like, yeah, you got a point. So they talked me out of it. I just eventually just took it back. And when I went up to the Best Buy, and they were like looking at me weird, they're like, yo, you're taking back a 3090? They were like, you got this from here? Like, they didn't even realize that they sold them. They're like, you got this from here? I was like, yeah. And because the week prior I had took back my mom's Xbox Series X, because I got her a Series S instead because of the games she plays. She didn't really need the X. Took that back. They were like, yo, we never get people that come in and take these back, like they usually sell them. And I was like, hey, I'm just trying to be a nice guy, man. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? This for the kids. The console is for the kids, man. I don't think you should be selling consoles, man. It's for the kids, bro. But long story short, used the 3090 for about 2 months, had lots and lots of fun on it, took my pictures, flexed in the chats, did everything I needed to do. But I had to snap back into reality, man. I had to realize that, hey, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the extra money. Even from testing the 3080 comparatively, it's about the same. It's about the same performance at 1440p. It's definitely not worth it, in my opinion, if you're just a gamer. Even if you stream a little bit, 3080 can still handle it. And I knew, like I said before, I just had to snap back into reality and, you know what I'm saying, get my money back. So I'm much more comfortable having this tough 3080 in my system with my $800 in hand. And I hope whoever buys that 3090, I took good care of it, so I hope you enjoy it to the max. And yeah, that's my story, man. That's my story of how I rented a 3090 for 2 months, I guess, for free from Best Buy. And like I said before, just to cap this video off, if you want any information on how to get RTX 3080, 3090, whatever Ryzen CPU, like I said before, I made a 40-minute video, 40+ minute video, giving you guys as much information as I can. And I plan on making a follow-up video to that because there's a bit more updated information that I can give you guys. But all that's down in the description below. You can check that out. And I'm hitting up with Fourth, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.